Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Subnautica, and welcome to my beautiful base. If you want to make this, there's a video about it, I give you a full tour of it. You can watch that video later. But today we're gonna be talking about this aquarium. And why am I showing this? I don't want to give you just a blueprint and say, yeah, this is how you make the blue. No, that will be useless, let's say. So the thing about the aquarium is, because we are actually exploiting the systems like base making for crafting this thing. First, one thing I will tell you, before you make the your base, first build and decide what kind of aquarium you want. Because as you build this, it has a very specific way. I will show you in a couple of minutes. But look, I had to build this first, then place the aquarium, and then I decided, okay, what am I gonna do with all of the stuff that it needs? Because this thing will need a 4x4 space just for existing, okay? And the things that are around it are going to keep the water inside. So look, that is going to be one building, there will be another building here, then that location, this location, that location, and this part at the other side are going to be stationary. They're a must-have. So this 4 space is going to be always there if you want the aquarium. You can make it wider, you can make it larger, and because of that, what I'm saying to you is, first decide what size of an aquarium you want, how big you want to make it, make and finish and finalize your aquarium, then decide to how to build your base around it. Because look, first I made the aquarium, then I decided, okay, there's a room there, I'm gonna make that my bedroom, and then I said, okay, this place looks nice, I wanna have my back and forth both towards the water. So I made this control area for finding things and put it in front of the aquarium. Then I put 2 doors here that illuminate it and look good with it. And then that's the door of my bedroom. And then I was like, okay, so let's go about the rest of the way. I want a long hall. I want a room for crafting. I want a special pod place for respawning. Then this place was extra, so I said, well, good entrance. That could be a good scare for the neighbors that are coming from the back door. And then, okay, I'm gonna have a pool and a garage for my pods from here. See, I first made that thing and then decided how to make the base around it. I even, like, there's a bottom section that's gonna stick out. It was like sticking out like a sore thumb. So I was like, what do I do with this part? Well, generator room. There you go. Building a generator room or your sleeping quarters actually under the aquarium is a good idea too. Because, well, you can actually like look up and actually see the aquarium if you build it in some ways. Okay, let's go and make the aquarium. Okay, so there are 2 ways that you can make it. This is how I let's say recommend building it, because for example, if you want your base to be in the middle of the water, you can start the build using these, okay? And you can just extend this to a place and then build your first room on it. Let's say like this. But this room is not going to be your aquarium. This second room that you're placing here is going to be your aquarium. Okay, that was wrong. Come on, deconstruct that. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the room in front of this one is going to be aquarium, and try to make it a little bit wide as you could. Because you can basically like change the shape and size of it as you want. Okay, now we done the first section of this. Now we're gonna do the second part. What is the second part? It is, you are going to actually make one singular room under this. And then we gonna be going through here. I can place this in these sides right here. Okay, there we go. And now that we have entered, we have access to the inside. So then you're gonna have to make your pool here. The size of the pool. Now here's the thing. Now here you decide how big you want your pool to be. Because let's say I want to make it a little bit bigger. So we will have to do something like this. There you go, and we make one more, and let's go one more. Let's make it pretty big as we could. And then we have there. We're gonna add a little bit here that changed the variant. Yeah, if you actually click the same thing 2 times, it changes the variant. The same goes for the windows. Extra tip there, haha. Now, look, this is the size of my pool. That is decided, okay? We do on that. Deal? Then, what you do, you will have to actually place one of these, because you can't place this after you're done with making it, so try to make that first. So now we're gonna actually fill around it. Let's go like this, it should be like this, and let's go like this here. It's gonna be a little bit crooked, but it's okay. I can fix it. I can fix her. And then look, we had the first one, we have the second one. Now we're gonna build the foundation. This is where I place my generator room, by the way. Okay, we have to go a little bit more forward, more, and it is not still aligned. One more, it is still not aligned. Look, we are looking for the top section, because the fish can actually get out of it. Yeah, they run away. And plus, one tip about like the fish that you put inside the aquarium. The fish that do not belong to a zone, every time they respawn, they leave you. So be careful about that one. So now here, look, you can now make this part thinner than it should be, but pay attention that it goes all the way to that, see that yellow line there? Make sure that it is somewhere around that yellow line, because now we are closing in the water that's going to go inside. So we got that covered. And let's make it, and yes, by rolling your middle mouse button, you can actually control how it is going. Look, see, almost there, almost there. Now we got a problem here, because this place is not aligned well, it is not gonna connect. Now we got that connected. You're gonna face that problem too. This game is full of bugs. This game has more bugs than content, by the way, let me tell you that. I expected much more from a, let's say, game with this many sales previously. Now, this is like every video I make, I have a criticism about the game at this point. Okay, see, now my aquarium is ready. Believe it or not, well, better believe me, because, look, see, yay! Now I have an aquarium, but it is not complete, because we are missing this part. Okay, let's fix that. Okay, we got that covered, champion. And let's go inside and see, do we have anything to cover there as well? Yeah, we got something to cover. And if you can go through it, the fish can definitely do so as well. So, I don't trust that. I'm gonna make one more, because I am 100% sure there will be one slippery fishy that will get out of there. And let's make this a little bit rolly, so it becomes good looking as well. Okay, now we have closed off everything that is about it. I usually make this 4x4, so this is the first time I actually made it like this. And then as you go inside, because now this is both inside and outside, but the game perceives this location as outside, because you are technically inside the ocean water. So, for example, you cannot put interior stuff here, but good thing is, look, you can't even put, yeah, see this? There you go. You can't even put lighting and so on. Mine is small, but one thing, if you put windows on it, you can potentially put window and lights on it as well. See, like my base is like full lights. Sadly, we can't still do this. There's a certain way that you can actually put window on the corners too, but that's only one build. And it's garbage. Like, it looks really bad. You can make a whole circle with the windows right now, but it's for this one. Yeah, it's good for, let's say, Leviathan Observatory, but not for anything else. Alright, look, now that is the inside of my base, this is the inside of my aquarium. You can, potentially, as I said, make things like, let's say, lights here and so on. There you go, but they don't look that good. I'd rather have the lighting inside and have no light inside, but if you put some lights up here, that becomes even better. For example, like if you have this light on top of your thing instead of those, it actually illuminates it enough that you can see the fish as well, and it doesn't like have the shine on the floor that is outside. Talking about experience here. Oh, I don't have this wall rack. Huh. Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, I don't have that one in my own save game. I actually never checked this decorations as well on here as well. Okay, I have all of these. I have all of those. I have all of these. Okay, the wall rack is the only thing that I'm missing. Where do you get that? Roof listening dish. Excuse me, what? I have no idea these existed in the game. Okay, anyways, not the time for the exploration of the game, let's say. And you can basically even use cultivation bed here, by the way. Yeah, you can use this cultivation bed. For example, like, instead of like dropping things inside, I didn't make mine, like, it looked a little bit weird. Oh, and you can like place like these. You can even have one of these little things inside that it will grow to that size, by the way. So when it grows, your fish can go around, and that has, but if you have electricity, so it makes sense, but otherwise it doesn't look good. Or you can have like, these ones actually glow as well. You can put these as well, they look good, actually. This one is perfect. This looks even like bright from a far, far away, and so on. You can make it like the whole ground as well. But yeah, this is in general what you can do about this thing. Ow! I haven't actually checked this. Let me... Yeah, okay, so you can actually put these inside here as well. I've never checked that. Okay, good. Which ones? Can I put a Leviathan in here? Yeah, it says it must be placed inside, so we can't put the Leviathan there. They knew. They knew. Okay, this looks like a garbage can that was just... that sank inside the water. But it is mine. It is my thingy. And... if you wanna like see how it looks from the outside, let's make this bigger. And tip for like, yeah, if you like look at the same thing and just do this, you can actually change the direction and the variety of, let's say, your set aquarium. Like this, there you go. And looks nice, looks nice. I wish it was nighttime so I can see actually how they glow. Yeah, that's it. This is your aquarium. And this is why I said first build your aquarium, because see, now I have a middle floor, I have a top floor. Top floor has like this, maybe a, like, for example, just saying, maybe you can actually build like an observatory on top of here. Yeah, like this maybe. And place some things around there and not make it your main place. But you can't make the entrance of the pool smaller, by the way, because you will have to like decrease the size of everything down there. So yeah, even if you want to shrink it now, you actually can't shrink it, basically. Like, yeah, you can do this, but well, good luck, because this has a defect. You can give it some, let's say, like this, but you're gonna have to try your best here. Yeah, okay, we're doing it. Let's see what we can actually do here. And you can't actually fall, like, in between those, so you can potentially, but only potentially, make something like... Yeah, this is not at your control, you have to do it randomly, so I'm just clicking in randoms. There you go, actually not bad. Yeah, you can maybe make a walkway like this too. You can walk on it as well. And you also have your aquarium down here. But well, I don't have the time or the patience to try all of the combinations to make this for you in this video. So do it at your own risk, because if you make these, then later you might have things like this, for example. Oh, this actually looks nice too. Yeah, if you, for example, like, move that to the side, you can't move that, by the way, unless you fix this thing. Yeah, and that must be deconstructed, so you can actually make something like that. Now that I look at it, good idea, actually. Look. Huh. Oh, this looks pretty. Huh. Oh man, if I had a new base, I would make this. Oh, look at this. Haha. Nice. Ooh, and an observatory there. Oh, that would be so fantastic. Oh, I'm the king of the world. I have a pedestal for myself. Yeah, it looks nice. Like, if you can, like, make it bigger and just come out of here and go on it. Anyways, I'm ranting now. This is way out of the video's, let's say, coverage. And that was the building tips, ideas for an aquarium and so on. And, well, there you go. Make it at your own risk, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks for the likes. If you have any questions, ask in the comment section. And if it's nighttime, I hope you still buy babies. And if it's daytime, I hope your fish are kicking. See you in the next video. I don't know even what that means.